Hello everyone and welcome back to Danganronpa 2, where we have a trial to finish.
Hopefully no more Hangman's Gambit. Ooh! I'm Anami! By now there's nothing more for me to say!
Man, I even paused it because I thought she talked. Oh well.
Anyway,
there you go.
My chest is full of pride right now.
You got to hear me talk.
Right, maybe it didn't because I paused it.
Everyone is united against despair.
Yes.
They're totally awesome. That's why I'm gonna fight too. I will fight the only way I can. I'm gonna show that guy my fearsome retaliation. That's basically it.
So if we're working together, where do we start? With the cause of death missing from the Monokuma file?
Why don't we try removing all our preconceived notions before we discuss this? In the beginning, our discussion advanced by assuming Nagito's death was caused by the spear. It's better to confirm if there are any other possibilities. That's what I think.
Poison.
Other possibilities. Huh.
If something other than the spear killed Nagito, all I can think of is the knife stabbed into his hand, but...
That was definitely a gruesome wound, but it wouldn't be the fatal wound, don't you think?
If you think the cuts on his legs and left arm aren't the fatal wounds...
Are we finished already?
I feel like it's possible that we overlooked something.
It was mayonnaise.
Overlooked,
Then
huh?
let's bring up whatever we can think
Was that
of, one
mayonnaise?
after the other. That might clear some things up.
exactly! We should cooperate at a time like this.
A fatal wound that wasn't the spear. We don't even know if it actually exists, but if it does, we need to find out what it is no matter what. Is this where we bring in the poison?
It's my gut.
That's honestly where I would like to start, because everything else...
Piece of
Yep,
blue
there we go.
paper, yep.
Let us consider a different fatal wound.
It's not the knife in his right hand, right?
No, it wouldn't
It's
make any
not the
sense.
other wounds, right?
Nope.
With all those wounds, maybe he simply bled to death.
No.
There's no way he burned to death.
I agree with that.
Was the cause of death something that cannot be seen?
That's it.
I agree with that.
There we go. Sonia's got it right.
I like Sonya.
That's it. I totally forgot about that possibility. If the cause of death was something we can't see, then we have to consider poison as a possible method.
Poison? It is true that poison is not something we can see, but why did you bring that up all of a sudden?
Bye, Mekumaru. I just realized how tall his thing is over everyone else.
I remember, when I went to investigate Nagito's cottage, I discovered something really strange. Inside the refrigerator, I found a bottle of Monokuma's special poison.
Was it from breathing in the poison and then the sprinklers going off cleared the air? That's why Monokuma wouldn't let us in.
Oh, that could be it.
Poison?
Additionally, that's a poison made specifically for killing.
But I feel like it would have been in his best interest if we all died. That's weird.
I see. Now that you mention it, there's no way a toxin like that doesn't relate to the case at all.
If poison was the cause of death, it would not leave an obvious wound on Nagito's body.
Agreed.
However, it's common for blood blotches to appear on a body that's been poisoned.
I see. You sure seem to know a lot about medicine.
What does that mean?
But even if blood blotches appear, if the body was already covered in blood, there's no way we'd notice them easily, right?
Did he wound his body just to camouflage them?
That's also a possibility.
But still, both of Nagito's hands were full. So how would he drink poison?
His left hand was tied up and gripping the spear, and his right hand had a knife stuck in it.
If
Was
it
that
was a
poison?
slow-acting poison, it
Was
is
it
possible
gas?
he consumed it in advance.
No, the warning label on the bottle explicitly states the effect is instant.
Then it's impossible. Both his hands were full just before he died.
And this is when the hardtail appears.
You're totally overvaluing that taste.
His mouth was covered with duct tape, you know. If he wanted to drink poison, how'd he get it past his lips?
If there's no way he could have drank the poison, it might be
You
impossible.
nailed it.
Nope.
Just kidding. It's not like we're out of possibilities
Pick
yet.
me, teacher. I'm ever so smart.
Are there any
Sometimes.
Hell no. No matter how you slice it, he was totally killed by that
wasn't.
spear.
Since we've already ruled out so many possibilities, It might be easier to think about what really killed him. Operation Elimination Method. The hint should be written on the poison's warning label. Maybe.
The way the poison entered Nagito's body, the answer is written on the warning label. I should think carefully and try to remember it. Which one is this?
Hangman's can't.
Oh, thank God. Logic drive.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's got. So there's 2 questions. Yeah, I mean he breathed it in.
He breathed it in.
Like that's.
Ooh.
Oops! I didn't press it to jump. I pressed the wrong.
Press it to jump. Press it to jump.
I pressed the wrong it to jump.
Question 1. What state was the poison in when it affected Nagito? It was a gas. Ooh.
Jump the gun there.
Ooh, jeez.
Oh no, that was bad. That was dumb. I didn't need to jump. I don't know why I did. Oh well. Alright, just gotta slow down.
Take it slow, Robin. Take it slow. Sorry.
No!
Too slow.
Oh my God, why does it throw you so far back? I think it's because they know you're gonna, that like after you've lost progress, you're gonna try to rush through here. Oh God.
This is why this is only 2 questions. Here we go. All right.
You probably can do that at full speed.
Question
I'm just not
2.
even gonna.
How did the poison enter into Nagito's body? Through his nose. The nose.
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 Triple nose. Yeah, I'm assuming it's possible to do this without slowing down. I'm just didn't want to spend time on it.
Yay!
There we go.
It's all coming together.
Got it.
What if instead of drinking the poison, we assume he inhaled it?
Inhaled?
It's written on the poison's warning label.
Yep. Blah, blah, blah.
It's very dangerous when
Vaporized.
vaporized. There we go.
Dangerous when vaporized. In other words, breathing in the gas is fatal.
Poison gas! Then all he had to do was breathe it in through his nose.
He breathed that poisonous gas inside the warehouse? But if poisonous gas had spread throughout the warehouse, why didn't it kill us?
Because we let it air out.
Monokuma.
No, it'd be the do you think it's the sprinklers?
The reason we didn't breathe in the poisonous gas is the sprinklers should have made it. The smoke? Because we didn't go in until after the smoke cleared.
Right.
I see! The sprinklers in the warehouse. Thanks to those, we didn't inhale that poison gas.
Because it didn't go through.
The poison gas disappeared because of the sprinklers? It wasn't the fire?
Well, this was also written on the poison's warning label.
Yeah, the minute
Yeah,
it hits
it's
water.
susceptible to, yep.
Of course! Hydrolysis! The chemical bonds that form the poison were broken down by the water from the sprinkler.
Also, the poison is apparently denser than air, so it probably didn't affect us because we were standing.
But Nagito was laying down, so he must have breathed in a whole bunch of it, huh?
So now the gas mask and
If
gloves
it
are gonna
meets
come
the
in.
requirements that well, maybe it's not just a possibility anymore.
Yeah, the true cause of Nagito's death was poisoning.
Hooray!
The wounds on his body, the spear in his stomach, it was all to keep us from learning the truth.
So what?
Huh?
We figured out that Nagito died from poison, but so what? In the end, it doesn't change the fact that he committed suicide, right? Then enough already!
Nagito inhaled the poison he prepared and died. Yeah, that still sounds like a suicide.
No, because he would have died instantly. He wouldn't have had time to set all that
with
up.
this, we have a clearer picture. We've also determined the true cause of death. No! All right. All the mysteries should be solved now. We should get on with the voting.
No,
time, right?
no. This time I actually,
What? There's still more?
Yes.
I mean, not all the mysteries have been solved yet. In the end, Nagito's motive is still unclear. Did he commit suicide just so he could kill every last one of us? Was that really his motive? Is that really okay?
Hey, what happened? There's no reason to wonder about that stuff anymore, you know.
Nagito's motive, Nagito's malice. Is this really okay? Can we really finish this here? No, that can't be.
There might have been an accomplice.
Huh?
Chiaki, what did you just say?
If Nagito committed suicide by inhaling poison that he brought, then why wasn't there anything that looked like poison at the crime scene?
Anything that looked like poison?
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, it's strange that we couldn't find it there.
If Nagito brought poison to the warehouse, then the thing that we'll have behind is...
The container.
I see.
Meat on the bone.
Yes.
Are you talking about the container?
It's funny, I started from the
kept in?
bottom and went up, and so when you said container, I'm like, well, that makes sense, but I don't... Oh.
Yeah. If Nagito brought it, it's strange we couldn't find that container anywhere, right?
He can't carry around poison without putting it in a container?
No, because you would breathe it in.
Yeah, that was written on the warning label.
The container probably melted in the fire.
Nope.
It's probably plastic or glass, right? There's no way it'd completely incinerate. Even the plastic fragments of the fire grenades we used to put out the fire didn't completely burn up, you know?
Then, does that mean someone got rid of the container?
So that's why you mentioned an accomplice.
That is impossible. I mean, an accomplice? It is just two.
Like, does that really matter all that much? I mean, even if he had an accomplice, it doesn't change the fact that Nagito still committed suicide.
You're right. Someone might have accidentally took it away from the crime scene.
Ah, you're right. You're totally right. That's totally it.
Huh?
Isn't it okay to close this case yet? I'm not in the mood for unexpected twists.
I don't want to hurt anyone. I don't want to get hurt anymore by hurting someone else. Everyone's tired of doubting everyone else. I also feel that way. That's why I just want to rule this as Nagito's suicide. If I do that, nobody here has to get hurt, but...
That's no good.
Huh?
I feel like Nagito is seeing through us. By calling this Nagito's suicide, we're trying to take the easy way out so we don't hurt anyone else. But if Nagito was here right now, he'd probably be sneering at us. He'd probably say something like, "So that's the extent of your hopes."
So Nagito's ghost is whispering to you, huh?
I told you there was gonna be ghosts.
Oh no.
Ghosts did it.
Hero was right all along.
I know.
He was just a game too early.
The power of friendship bursts beyond death, huh? A fiery outcome like this is right out of a teen manga. Still, that's pretty messed up.
Shut up! You just be quiet.
I get what you're saying, but in the end, the reason he died is still the same as before, right? Even if we solve this mystery, the conclusion won't change at all.
I mean, it'd be a suicide regardless, right?
Even if there really was an accomplice, is there any reason we should take the time to figure out who it is? Like Fuyuhiko said earlier, it is possible that somebody accidentally removed the poison from the crime scene.
Nope.
No.
But I just can't imagine ending this by turning our backs on the truth.
It's fine, okay? There are some things
No.
we're better off not knowing. And we probably just didn't notice it. Like maybe the container was hiding with
Nope.
the fire grenade fragments.
What is this feeling just now? Even though it was brief, it was like a strong flash of light running through the back of my head. Maybe what Akane just said just now might be a new clue. From there, I might be able to reach the answer. The way Nagito brought the poison, which means the thing he used as a container was the fire grenade. The fire grenades we threw in.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what is it going to be? Is it going to be
Yep.
fire grenade? Okay. So when we threw the fire grenades in there, that was
What's the poison? 'Cause remember that there was things missing.
Why is
That-
this one so much neater?
Shh. Don't
I know, that was a mistake. I'm sorry. That was dumb.
There's your E.
Ha!
See what happens?
Yeah, I had this coming.
Hello, I'd like to buy an E.
Man, I just stood up for this.
You did. I don't know why you did.
I don't know. Like, just give me my letter.
There's your own.
It's one thing for it to be like lost in a sea of letters. It's another thing for it to just not exist.
There it is. Jeez. There's your D.
Ow.
Do we just need an E? Come on, at this point, like, give me the damn letter. This is... I hate this one. I don't know why you praised it.
I mean, because it wasn't bad. I understood it. It's just like... Just make sure the letter shows up eventually. I mean, we went through probably 15 letters before we got what we needed.
I got it. He said I got it.
I got it.
The fire grenades. Nagito put the poison inside one of the fire grenade canisters and transported it to the warehouse.
He used one of the fire grenade
There
canisters?
was stuff missing.
Yeah, the container with the poison in it wasn't secretly taken away by someone. Instead, it was in a container that didn't need to be taken away in the first place. As long as he put the poison in the same container he brought to the warehouse, it can be hidden with the other fire grenades we used, so there's no need to dispose of the container later.
Yep.
That bastard. He totally knew we were gonna throw those fire grenades.
Which means, did Nagito exchange the contents of a fire grenade?
Right, that's why there were some missing.
Yeah, that has to be it.
When I first discovered those fire grenades, I tried to study them a little bit, but the canister was completely sealed shut by a layer of aluminum underneath the lid.
Ah, the
You
lid.
just have to peel off that seal and swap the insides, right?
That's why you have the gloves and the mask.
There was no sign he was even at the break room.
Hold on. Did you say aluminum?
Hajime, could it be?
The mayonnaise
If so,
thing.
then there's no mistake. Nagito definitely swapped the contents of one of the fire grenades.
Seriously? That's impossible. Miss Sonia just said so right now.
Oh my God.
Sonia's
Think for
words are
yourself.
proof that the poison was swapped with the contents of a fire grenade. Huh?
Oh, we actually got it.
I can prove it with
Yes,
this.
that
We actually
was.
got it.
That was not bad.
Take a look. We found this under Nagito's bed when we were investigating his cottage.
Huh? That's just a piece of trash.
No, that is not just a piece of trash. The seal I saw on that fire grenade matched this. It is the same aluminum.
You found the aluminum seal under Nagito's bed?
There's more. That's not the only thing we found in Nagito's room. He also found a gas mask and gloves under his bed, too.
Did he use those when he put the poison inside the fire grenade?
That would make sense, so he
It's a
doesn't
dangerous
die.
poison, after all. He took extreme caution when swapping them.
So what's the issue? Nagito put the poison in the grenade canister, brought it with him, breathed it in and died, right?
Oh, but how?
How?
So in the end, he still fucking committed suicide. Enough already!
You're right. If the canister wasn't thrown away, then it just means that there wasn't an accomplice after all.
But how did he get it out of the bottle?
See, I told you. The conclusion is still the same. Nagito committed suicide. End of story.
I admit that there wasn't an accomplice. That was just my
No,
misunderstanding.
I still.
No. She's gonna say someone.
You're right.
In actuality, the truth is even more
Yep.
horrifying.
Someone killed
What
him.
did you say?
Hey, what are you planning to say now?
What the hell? Do you still want to keep going?
Is this not settled? There is no denying that Nagito's death was a suicide.
No, it's not.
Chiaki?
I'm sorry, but I just realized it.
Realized what?
We know Nagito used the grenade canister to store the poison, so when was it deployed in the warehouse?
We threw him.
When did Nagito breathe in the poison? When I thought along those lines, that's when I realized it.
The horrifying truth?
That's what. It's the ones that we threw is what she's gonna say.
Probably happened at the same time.
You know, the fire grenades were brought in the moment. Could that moment be?
When we all threw the grenades.
I see.
Are you saying it was when we all threw the fire grenades?
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
the fire wasn't going out.
When we all threw the grenades to put out the fire in the warehouse, the poison was deployed. And it converted to poison gas and killed Nagito.
If that is true, then the person who brought the poison and spread it was...
One of us.
What the heck?
Was it
One of
on
us threw
purpose
the
or because
poison
you didn't
grenade
know?
that killed Nagito?
Hold on a sec. The Nagito was...
It would mean he didn't kill himself.
What the heck?
1 in 6.
You said so yourself! You said
Nope.
Nagito committed suicide!
Nope, it was a Russian roulette.
Then who killed Nagito?
You mean, who's the actual killer, right?
Do you know?
Who prepared the poison fire grenade that killed Nagito?
Huh? The person who prepared the fire grenade was... Was it one of us?
Crap!
No,
okay, so it's
not-
Nagito.
It's Nagito.
I see.
That's what I thought, but that didn't seem to be what
It
they
was
were getting at.
Nagito, obviously. We just discussed this a few minutes ago.
Then who set the warehouse fire that caused one of us to throw the poisoned grenade?
Was Nagito.
See? That was also Nagito.
Hey, how many times are you gonna ask the same damn question?
Like the look on Fuyuhiko's
I
face.
know.
I don't
The
get.
next question will be my last. Considering all the facts up till now, why did Nagito set the warehouse on fire?
To make someone throw the poison.
I see.
So they're guilty.
Don't tell me. He set the warehouse on fire just so we'd have to throw the fire grenades?
He set the fire just so we'd put it out? Why'd he do that?
It was a trap.
A trap?
Preparing the poison. Creating a reason for us to throw the poison. It was all a setup by Nagito.
I think he's trying. I think he did it to out the traitor, but I'm trying to figure out now how he guaranteed that the traitor would be the one to throw the right grenade.
Right.
It was all a trap to make one of us throw the poison grenade.
Seriously, I'm asking you who threw it.
I don't know. The person who threw it probably didn't know either.
Huh? Could it be... Was that Nagito's trap?
This wasn't an intentional murder. This was a murder that Nagito forced someone to do.
Wouldn't he still be considered the murderer though? Because
He's the one that prepared it. So
Yeah.
you'd be an accomplice.
And for that reason, he put the fire grenade that he filled with poison with the other grenades.
1 in 6.
Setting up a murder nobody can solve. That was Nagito's true goal.
It was his luck. I think he thinks the 1 in 6 thing that the traitor
Would be the-
had the
would be the
one with
traitor.
the poison.
Oh, that's good.
What the hell?
Nagito did not commit murder. Instead, he manipulated someone else into killing him?
And he uses luck to out the
To
traitor.
do that, he set a trap to force someone to kill him. The poison grenade and the fire were traps. That's why the curtain was the fire's origin point. All the fire grenades we threw at the curtain shattered once they fell to the floor. Because of that, Nagito, who was laying face up on the floor, was able to breathe in the dense poison, and then...
He let go.
Hold on. If that's true, you can't say the poison was the cause of death. It might be the poison's fault he let go of the spear, but the actual cause of death could be either one.
Even so, the poison is what caused him to let go of the spear.
That's right! Nagito's killer is the one who made him breathe the poison!
That seems arbitrary, but I'm actually enjoying the twist enough that I'm gonna let it go.
Are you fucking serious?
And I think it's the
Was
traitor.
his trap all along. Even the wounds all over his body, it was all to mess with the evidence for what actually happened.
Interesting.
His true goal was creating a murder that nobody can solve.
I actually really like this.
I do too. But
I
I
mean-
don't think it's a murder no one can solve. I think he did it to out the traitor because
Yep.
of his luck.
Yep.
He wanted to prove to us that there are mysteries that just can't be solved with educated guesses.
He probably expected that his fake suicide would be found out. After all, a mystery that can be solved is destined to be solved in the end. However, he also prepared a mystery that couldn't be solved. As you solve mysteries and bolster your hope, a huge mystery comes along and slaps you in your faces. For those of you who believe there are no unsolvable mysteries, that is when you finally taste despair. Meaning, he used all of the prior class trial verdicts to prepare this trick. Not all mysteries can be solved. Such a devious trick he played on you, as expected of Nagito.
So Monokuma has to know which.
That's totally messed up. That's so fucked up.
It is my fault, because I told you all about the fire grenades. I am so sorry. Please vote me as the killer.
But no, she's not the one who threw it, then it doesn't matter.
That's not the fucking issue here.
It's not Miss Sonia's fault. This is all Nagito's doing.
But what should we do? How can we even figure out who the killer is?
We'll just have to figure that out in the next episode.
I think it's the traitor.
I think it's the traitor. I think he was counting on his luck that the 1 in 6 would be the traitor. I actually, this is probably one of my favorite trials so far.
I think it's very, very clever and interesting.
Yeah. So we'll just have to see how it plays out next time. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.